We're living dangerously.
And this is the stuff that I've ordered from eBay.
Forgive the Edward Cullen look.
Warning, do not cut the wrong wire or this will result in a time penalty.
Oh my god. I don't like this.
Mind your head, Trace.
That was friggin' phenomenal.
Good morning, guys. In fact, good afternoon. Welcome to the next vlog. So if you saw our last vlog, shut up you. So if you saw our last vlog, you will saw that we had a Cool Peel laser facial. Lee's wanted it for years because he looks like an old skank. So I just thought, well, I'm gonna have one as well. So we've had his face lasered off. It's at the scaly stage, and this vlog actually continues from where the last one left off. So there's no real change.
If you want to see us actually having it done.
Yeah, at least currently editing it right now. Actually, Tracy and Neil, our friends are coming today. They're coming for the weekend. However, before they get here, I've got a job that I'm going to do on Taylor.
I'll let you get on with it.
Now the sun, we can't go outdoors with his face for 2 weeks because of the UV levels. But we've got factor 30 on and it's overcast today. And the job that I'm going to do is actually under the floor in Taylor. So whenever we're driving, whenever we've been on a van trip and we've had rain, and the rain sprays up underneath the van, it hits the plastic step, which is a plastic step under the van. And it makes you jump out of your skin because it's so loud and you actually think so much like ripping the underneath of the floor off. So I've got some sound deadening matting, which I've ordered from eBay, which I'm going to stick onto the backside of the plastic. So if anything hits it, it's going to nullify that sound inside the van, or at least not sound as loud and as scary as it is. So I'm just going to nip out and install that. I'll show you guys. It's just dead easy stuff. You usually put it on the inside of panel vans to stop the vans from wobbling, but I'm just going to use it on the step. So I'll show you guys what I'm doing.
Right, so this is on my bits and bats. So I'm going to fit that at a later date onto the wastewater tank, so we have remote grey waste dropping, so we can drive over the grate, push a button inside the van and it drops the grey waste out. So I've got an idea I'm going to fit that. We've got a new mat for the door, and this is the stuff that I've ordered from eBay. So let me just tear it open. Now it's usually like a tar, sticky tar. Now they're wrapped in plastic. Let me just open them. Right, here we go. So you basically peel off this side and it's like a black tar, and then this side just sits out to the open, but that's really, really tacky. Once that sticks, that's never coming off. And we're going to put that on the underside of this plastic tray here. So I'm going to get on my hands and knees, well, lay on my back, and get under and stick it on here. So this is it here. So it's like fiberglass on this side, but as soon as water from the road hits that, it makes a horrendous sound and frightens us to death, especially on the thin side there. So I'm going to wrap this this stuff here. Let me see if I can prop the camera up so I can show you guys as I do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the first sheet on. So just peel the back. You get one chance with this, and it won't come off when you've done it. So it doesn't feel as sticky as the last ones that I've used, actually. Let me just test. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So just wipe any sort of excess dust off there, and then stick this panel here like this, and then you can wrap it round because it's almost like a foil with a tar back on it. So I'm going to put some sheets there and then another one at the side of it. Now it's not as sticky as the previous ones that we used when we built Taylor, but as long as it deafens the sound, it should be good. And hopefully, I mean, it's starting to peel off, so I suspect it's cheap ones that I've ordered and they're not the decent stuff. So there we go. Now they are meant to be stuck on metal panels, but before I stick any more on, I'll see how they survive before I start wrapping the bottom and the sides. So we'll leave them on for half an hour and then we'll check to see whether it adheres properly. Right, so while we're waiting for that to bond, I'm going to test the ball valve solenoid. Basically, what it is it sits in line, so the waste pipe on the tank outside goes into there, and then that goes into the tap. So we're going to split the pipe, insert that, somehow manage to mount that because it's quite top heavy, or may even just mount it upside down like that, and then fasten that to a switch which will run off this panel here. And what I'm going to do now, just to test it, is actually just connect it up, and then it's one of those that's set to, when the power's disconnected, it automatically shuts off and closes the valve, and when there's power on it and it's got voltage on it, it will open the valve and let the water out. So I'm going to test it now. We have 2 wires. We have live and neutral, and if I just, you may even be able to see this if I can wire it up. This will be very difficult to do actually whilst I'm vlogging. There we go. So I don't know whether you can see. There we go. So you can see it opening up, and then if I disconnect the power, it should close the. There we go. It's closed up the tap. Now it opens in about 5 seconds, and it takes about 10-15 seconds to close. So we know that that's now working. All I need to do now is run a remote power cord from here under the van, and then the positive to a switch somewhere in the van, and we haven't decided where we're going to do that yet, but I'm not doing that until another day, or until we can get some, when I can go out in the sunshine and get under them. Plus it's freezing cold today anyway. It's been about 30 minutes since I put the deadening strips on, and it's stuck, so I've put more on the side here, more on the back, so there's enough there to absorb the vibration of the rain, and then I've also used some aluminium foil tape to put extra cover over it, and as you can see, it's all down there. So hopefully now, you can hear the sound difference between what it was. When we get water spraying on that now, we shouldn't get any noise. And then also, as well, if you remember, on one of the vlogs that we did a couple of weeks back, we managed to finally fix the sensor on the tank over there by putting a strap on it, and I've just had to, now I know it's working, and it's been like that for weeks. I've just tested it on my mobile, and it's working fine, so I've just sealed at the bottom of the tank up with aluminium tape as well.
Welcome to the next day, and Tracy and Neil's here. Hello. Tracy just ran off. She's here, and Neil's here. Nick's here, but he's just dyeing his beard, so he's got no clothes apart from his shorts. Oh, there he is.
Dye my beard now after the peel.
Yeah, excuse my white face. I've got SPS 50 on, which is currently soaking in, so we're on day 6 of our face peel, and a lot of the peel is coming off, which is nice. So I started the vlog because, as usual, Tracy and Neil have brought lots of goodies.
What's a healthy snack?
Yeah. Lots of stuff there, but the one thing that we're going to have a look at, and some Easter eggs. They brought extremely lemony hot cross buns and Granny Smith hot cross buns, so we're about to do some of them. I think I'm going to go for lemon. Right, we had to put them in air fryer because they've got all the gooey
Look at that great big lump of lemon curd there.
And we've got peanut butter, not peanut butter, President's butter. Go on, first, try one.
Here you go.
So you can see all the gooey lemon curd in the middle. Nick can't have one yet because he's down his beard. Good.
Delicious.
I'm going to need a cup of tea with it though.
Forgive the Edward Cullen look. We both look white as sheets because we've put this SPF on and loads of protection.
I don't think I'm going to use that one anymore because it properly makes you look white.
It's £19.99, that stuff.
Well, you
Factor 50. It's like a tolerance fluid, but you put it on, but you literally go from like looking like healthy skin to white as a sheet, almost like dolphin. You know the stuff you get in SeaWorld for dolphins?
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
Yeah, it's like ultra block, and then we've had to put cream on top to moisturise it. So we're sat here waiting for it to blend in, and it's not. So we're just going to go to Tesco right now, looking like the Cullens. Anyway, we are having tonight firecracker salmon risotto. Tracy's never had it before. Neil and Faith are going to have something more to their taste, let's put it that way, and we're going to have that for tea. So I'm going to be making that in this vlog.
Right, we're here to get the ingredients for the firecracker salmon that Nick's going to make. So leeks to start with, a couple of garlic breads, caramelised garlic onion, and garlic and parsley ciabatta.
Right, all done, we bought it all. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make it when we get back to the lodge, because my salmon risotto always tastes better after it's been
Fermented.
Yeah, fermented, like sat for a while. The flavours get soaked into the rice, and it always tastes better the day after. So I'm going to make it now, and there will probably be enough portions for us to have it in the week as well. We'll just freeze the rest.
It was like Christmas Eve in there.
It was rammed, absolutely rammed.
Because it's coming to Easter.
It's coming up to Easter, so.
Right, we're back. Nick's going to prepare the salmon risotto.
I'm doing it well ahead of tea time.
Huge bit of salmon. 125 grams of protein in that. So you've just put what on that? Paprika?
Paprika, because it makes it smoked salmon.
Yeah.
And the whole risotto will have a smoked flavour because of the paprika. I'm going to have my secret ingredients in. Cayenne pepper, which is what makes it firecracker. So I'm going to shove this in the air fryer.
And we're just chomping on.
Choking on.
Tracy's choking on them. Park round. Oh, this is what
The problem is they suck all the moisture out of your mouth.
Does it smell like the face peel?
No. No. Right, 2 bags of leeks, chopped leeks. Straight in there.
Lovely.
You can use onions if you don't like leeks, or shallots or whatever. But we've only put leeks in.
Ooh, I'll show you what we've got. I'll show you a few things we've got. Protein Philadelphia. Never had that before, so we're interested to see what that looks like when it's opened.
God,
Right, I've put smoked paprika in, some oil and all the leeks. So that'll sort it down, and whilst that's happening, I'm going to find, well, I've just found the fish stock cubes. Always got to use Knorr ones, because they don't have it, they taste like prawn cocktail. And if I remember correctly, I haven't made this for so long, this dish has got so much garlic in it, it's what gives it its kind of kick. So I'm putting in the equivalent of a full bulb of garlic. Just measuring out the rice, I got too much.
I want to see what this protein Philadelphia looks like, see if it looks any different.
So it's not really a different colour.
No, maybe a little bit more, sort of less creamy, but don't look bad.
Yeah, but it's been mixed with
Creme fraiche.
cayenne pepper. So this is going to be a big batch, so I'm only going to put in that much, which should be enough to make it quite hot. But this is going to make about 7 to 8 portions, if I remember correctly. Right, I'm going to add the arborio rice, 500 grams. I'm going to put it in first because if you roast it, it tends to kind of absorb water better. So Tracy's just doing me 2 pints of stock with 3 fish Knorr's stock cubes. And I've got the third one here. Because if you put it in too soon, it can be a bit salty, so I'm kind of holding it back. Because you can't take it out once you put it in. So I'm just going to roast this with the leeks, the paprika and the garlic. And then the last thing that will go in is the creme fraiche. Right, that's all mixed together and it's roasted and the arborio rice is done. Now Tracy's going to add this stock.
All of it together, all at once.
Dump it all in. Now all that will get absorbed and then we'll probably put some more water in as well.
Do you want me to put a little bit more in?
Yeah, I want to just taste the saltiness of it before we add the third stock cube.
Right, the salmon's going in, and we've got in there what? The full creme fraiche.
Half the protein Philadelphia.
Yeah. And now the salmon's
going in. I'm not sure.
Everything's in now. The
I
salmon,
can taste the creme
everything.
fraiche.
It looks beautiful already.
It's just... It's one of those things that tastes better the day after.
Yeah, it's got to ferment
And
for a
I
while.
put tons of garlic in. I keep adding more and more garlic. I still think it needs more, but we're not eating it until later tonight, so it should have cooled down and absorbed a lot of the flavour, and then we'll try it later on tonight.
We're living dangerously. We've left the lodge and the sun's still out. These guys need a few bits from town.
Everybody's going to think we're going to rob Skipton's.
So, ooh, a bit of sun on me. Got to be very careful because it can cause pigmentation
then.
on your new skin if you get the sun on it in the first 4 weeks or so. So just got to walk around
It's
like
quite
this.
late in the day though, so the UV will be very low. And we've got SPF 50 on, so...
You look like Kevin from South Park. Right, we're back in the lodge, and yes, I really am that white because of this SPF, and it's time for our food. So we've got wine, alcoholic-free wine, me and Tracy's having, and the salmon risotto is ready, and garlic bread's just coming out of the air fryer. Welcome to the next day. Nick's just looking something up because it's his birthday, and we're going out somewhere. Happy birthday!
I'm 21 again!
Yeah, he wishes. And
Bitches.
Faith,
He looks like it.
show the camera and the viewers what card you got him. Another birthday, another...
Birthday and still a...
You know when you asked me if we're winning 2 cars?
Yeah.
You're going in the second one.
So Neil came up with a great idea. Nick is very hard to buy anything for, so he says, why don't we do an escape room? And Nick's always wanted to do one. These guys have done what? How many?
3.
And how many have you got out of?
2. Didn't get out of 1. But
We got out because time ran out.
in our defence,
Yeah.
they misplaced a card.
Oh, that's true.
Yes, they
actually.
did.
They
what?
missed a card.
Yeah.
Mr. Car.
It
I
was
asked for a
their
refund.
We had a
fault.
refund for that.
So we're going into Beverley to an escape room. Nick's just looking up how to get there. We need to set off because we're going to be late.
It's going to take us 22 minutes from here to get there, and our session's in 35 minutes. So we're racing to get there now. It's Operation Duel, and apparently it's their hardest room. I'm not sure whether we're going to be able to film, probably not. And to be fair, I want to spend as much time resolving puzzles rather than sort of filming it. So we'll tell you a little bit about it when we get out.
Don't worry, I think I'll be great at solving these puzzles.
You know what? Nick's going to take it super serious.
Oh, I am going to, definitely. I imagine it's going to be like Crystal Maze. I've always wanted to do an escape room, and Lee's always like, I don't want to be locked in.
You're going to be one of those.
Like, well, you're not going to be locked in. It's like a...
that spoils it for everyone else.
That's what?
You're going to be one of those kids at a birthday party that spoils it for everyone else.
Well, it is my birthday,
Yeah,
so...
that's true. And you can cry if you want to.
Well, apparently in this room, there's a little crawl space as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
Where we've got a crawl.
I'm
I'm not doing that.
It's your birthday.
Depends how crawl it is. I don't give a shit.
No, it said it's not too small, it says.
I don't mind doing that.
Well, I'll send Faith in then.
Right, we're parked up in Beverley, and here we are, Beverley Breakout Escape Rooms. Never ever noticed this before. So here we go. Right, we're here. They're just setting up the puzzles. Nick's doing his own little puzzle there. Do you think we're going to get out, Faith?
With Nick, I think we will.
Got to get in first.
First room, and the lovely lady called Fran has said we can do a little bit of filming.
Right, let's have a look.
Oh, look.
Oh, the countdown is on. 59
God.
minutes.
Just turn it over. I don't want to see it.
Oh, these open.
Hold on a minute. Hold on, look.
Okay.
Tracy, the receptionist.
Oh, confidential memo here.
This is our box we've
1st
got
of
to take.
October 2020, full vacancies. Manager Brown, Breakout Hotel, reception. Please note we are now at full occupancy. This is a list of current vacancies in the surrounding area should anyone require.
Right, we're not going to show too many secrets,
Yes.
but we've managed to
Okay.
open that.
Right, okay. Let's have a look.
What's inside?
This has taken
Bertie?
3 minutes so far. Ooh.
So we have
What have we got in there?
2 postcards in here as
There's 2 postcards in there. I didn't even notice them. So do we need to take a pen
We've
and a
opened
paper?
the
and
door.
I'll take everything just in case we're not
Would you
coming back.
take any
In fact, just leave the door
keys,
open and
or-
then we can come
that?
back.
Okay. The door won't close.
No,
will
it might do. I'd take it all. Oh, we need the calculator as well. So they give you all these things to take into each room.
Right, this way up.
Right, we're solving the next bit of a... Give that to your mum, Faith, the pencil to write something down.
Right, H-I, well, presumably. Which order?
It's this way up, so it's that way. 2.
And what's this represent?
Okay, this is the top.
Right, let me put them down
How
somewhere.
did you-
So these switches,
Did you fetch it out like this? Warning, do not cut the wrong wire or this will result in a time penalty.
Oh, God.
places that I have been able to disarm the alarms, the Black Horse...
Right,
got this?
we've opened the wardrobe. On to the next,
We don't need all that, do we?
the next room. Oh, it's a bathroom.
Put that one back.
Oh, it's the crawl space.
Oh, the crawl space is here. Does anybody... Do you want that? Do you want a torch?
Oh my god. I don't like this.
Mind your head, Trace.
Oh, there's something in
Right.
there.
Go on, you get to end, Faith. I just found a jewel.
Is there anywhere to go there?
There's a curtain I think you can get at the end.
There's another room here.
Right, you can crawl down. It's fine. You got all the jewels?
Yeah, I picked that.
Don't forget there were 12 in here. We've only got 7.
Did someone bring the iPad?
Yeah, I've got it.
No, sorry.
Somebody has to get this split up and start trying to resolve it. I'll solve this one here.
Oh, there's some hand spaces here. Oh.
3 minutes left.
B5.
Do you want to show me like?
B5,
2 minutes
B9,
53.
To
Me
E9.
and Lee did this puzzle.
E9 to E5.
We did. We did this, didn't we, Faith? We got that, and then it opened the one at the bottom. How much time left?
2 minutes 30 seconds.
You like that guy from Crystal Maze when he counts the time? I can't see the time.
Well done, mate.
It's got to be a woman because the lipstick.
Another jewel. Right, we need to get out.
We've got all the jewels. Grab your jewels, decide your suspect, and make your escape from the hotel.
That was frigging phenomenal. So when we went in, I thought, how can you fit escape rooms into these, what looks like a very small building, but oh my God, there was like a bathroom, there was the entryway, the lobby,
Crawling through the attic.
crawling in the
So
attics,
good.
and then into the puzzle room, like the boiler room at the end. And we finished on 11 seconds, and we managed to do it. I
11
can't
seconds to
believe it.
spare.
And we were getting, if we hadn't have split up in that last room and everybody said, do your own puzzle in here and try and resolve it, we would have not done that because we'd have gone from puzzle to puzzle.
And what was it that was stressing you out in the end?
It was Faith saying, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2
In
minutes.
my defence, Lee told me to.
Well, he's a shit stirrer, isn't he? So, well, that was absolutely brilliant. And thank you to Fran for letting us film in there.
was
She's got
incredible.
3 other rooms as well. 4 in total.
Four in total, yeah.
She's got a magic-inspired room, which we'll probably go back and do. And she has a Christmas one, which she says she's shutting. But
Change it to something else.
yeah, so definitely if you're in Beverley, do that. It's absolutely brilliant. And that, for my first ever escape room, is exactly what I thought it would be. It ticked every box. It was like Crystal Maze, wasn't it? Where you were locked in the Crystal Maze, and they were trying to and there was a lot of magnetic locks and things like that. You could hear things clicking.
That's what I
I
said to
wanted to
Faith.
stay and do all of the rooms.
Oh yeah, me too. I would have loved that. So I've only ever done it on VR, and that was just, I loved it.
Faith were like that man from Crystal Maze shouting out the time.
Yes, you are.
4 minutes.
And I liked how the fact that you got the jewels as well, which was nothing to do with the game, but it was like, that was like a prize each time you
Yeah.
solved something. Do you know what I mean?
Really enjoyed that.
Really, really love that. To say that's my first ever escape room.
And thank you to Neil for coming up with the perfect present.
Yeah, and whenever we go back to Florida, I want to do the Back to the Future one that they've got at Universal, because that looks amazing.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Do, 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 do.
Blow it out.
We couldn't find a lighter.
It's in van.
Oh, is it?
Out. There you go then.
There we go. Thank you. I'll have eggs right now.
Once I can get them off.
It's a while later after the birthday cake. We've not had any. We're going to have some when we go back. We're going out now for Nick's birthday again. He's having a right treat day. We are going to the wine bar that we've been to many times on the vlogs.
Our favourite one.
Yes, the first time for Tracy, Neil and Faith going there. So we're...
Neil's going to try some cheese.
Ooh.
Maybe not.
I wonder what Faith's going to try. She's not there, is she? She's in toilet.
Next door.
Chips from next door, yeah. Good morning. So we went to the wine bar last night. We didn't film because we were having just a night off filming.
There was 13 of us.
Yes, there was 13 of
We
us.
had more cheese than a Swiss cheese shop, and we had chocolate and risotto when we got back.
Yes. So
And I ended up having a nightmare. I'm going to tell everybody about my nightmare now.
I had some of this, which Tracy bought Neil.
I had a dream that I was in Paris with work, Lee was at home, and a missile hit Paris and it killed 19,000 people, and I was trying to run up a hill in smoke and my phone wasn't working and I couldn't ring Lee to tell him we're alright. And I woke up in a nightmare.
How many times have you heard that story now? 7, yeah. Nick loves telling a
I'm
good
gonna make it
dream
into
story.
I'm going to make it into a film.
And we went out with Ben and David last night. I don't know about Ben and David last night. We were in Disney. So Nick's cooking.
Making a cheese and onion omelette with parmesan, so I ain't got any normal cheese.
Yes. I thought we'd be fasting today.
This is fasting.
Yeah.
This will stop you eating because it's protein. Half a pack of parmesan in the eggs. Pop it all in. And I'm going to cook the bottom in that and then put the top in the oven.
Nick's been naughty. Go on quick. Yeah. She swore a little bit. That was an air horn. When we were out last night, we're in the car by the way, as you can see. We potholes.
Bloody hell.
Ben and David came with us last night to the wine bar, and they kindly invited us around for coffee today, and we all said yes because we know they've got a very nice coffee machine, and to see them, of course. So we're on our way now. I wonder if they've got any chocolate Easter nibbles out.
Probably.
What do you think?
Probably.
So
Maybe we should call for a fruit cake or something.
a fruit cake.
You know, like a Battenberg cake or a fruit cake or something like that.
You know. Right, Lidl for buns and cakes and things to take. Right, so we've got donuts.
I'm getting that.
I think, well, I don't know what I want.
That's mine.
White and milk chocolate donut. What's these things here? Caramel Suisse.
I need faith.
Pistachio brioche. Oh, they look good. Oh, I might have one of them actually.
You've got no brownies for faith?
I'm sure they'll have some. Well, I should get her a chocolate cronut.
There's a chocolate muffin. Shall I?
Oh yeah, like chocolate muffins. I'll have a pistachio brioche, please. 3 chocolate iced ring donuts as well, for good measure. We've also got Bramley apple and cinnamon hot cross buns and cheesy hot cross buns. Here's the famous coffee machine at Ben and David's. Here we are, and Nick's already digging into the little bakery items.
Me and Faith
We're
are gonna,
having an in-depth conversation about
we're going to dissect this. What's it called? Speculous.
Which is a what?
It's
Oh, they're sharing donuts now.
Biscoff, white chocolate, and donut.
See what Faith thinks.
She'll definitely approve because it's got Kinder chocolate on top, white Kinder chocolate.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
That's another thing that you like.
New favourite.
What, Charlie?
No, I can't do the milk thing. That's like goes pour over.
You're supposed to do that and then you do the shape now, but I still can never do it. There you go. You've got perfect. Or you've got a mermaid or a seahorse. There you go. You've got a seahorse. Perfect. So what do you see? It's like that thing.
I see the Unite Union logo.
It's almost like a coffee bean, but like stretched out.
Can't tell you what I see. That's what I've got.
Yeah,
That's what I've got in the lodge.
That's lovely. I like that.
Which one's that?
They gave us
Sea
that.
salt and oat moss.
Yeah,
What did you?
Stone
Which
Glow.
one?
I think he gave us one of these.
Everybody's smelling Ben's collection of
that's-
oils.
It's not
That's
poppers.
actually in the burner.
It's not
at the minute.
what?
It's not poppers.
Santorini.
Seychelles, that's a coconut one, isn't it?
I've got body lotion in that. I have Seychelles.
These 3 have got
do you?
obsessions with buying oil.
Oh, we are obsessed.
Yeah, but you can thank us later when the house smells nice.
Many hours later, we had a couple of hours at Ben and David's, just chatting, catching up, etc. Then we went back to Wilder to get some food, Lidl food, which Nick is currently making.
What are you making?
So for dinner, we're having katsu curry with sticky rice and chicken breast, and then for pudding, we're having a apple pie bread pudding, which I'm just in the process of making. So it's literally apples, sugar, water, and butter in there until they're soft. This is a full brioche loaf, sprinkled with cinnamon, 500 ml of cream, 6 eggs, some vanilla essence, and some cinnamon powder. And then I'm just going to layer that in, more bread, and then literally soak that into it and cook it in the oven.
And when we went to the shops, Tracy and Neil got more healthy snacks, which is currently lining the table there.
Calories don't count of a weekend. Well, a bank holiday weekend.
You've always got some excuse. And that's not the half of it. That's not the half of it. Look over here. There's waffles and Biscoff eggs and choco thins and nuts.
They're all healthy, apparently.
Trouble is, we scoff them all, and Tracy and Neil watch us scoff them all. Like that. You bought them.
He moans and then just like eats some.
You're going to rub it under my nose.
These are really good, aren't they? Giant what's it? But what's the flavour of them?
Hot and spicy.
Sweet and spicy.
Sweet and spicy.
They're really good. Right, so let's have a look at what this is.
It's Princess Pie filling.
These were from Tesco. They didn't have it at Lidl.
Yeah, but I don't really need that because I've got the real apple. But I
Going off here.
Going off for you. No, Neil looks very uncomfortable. Either that or he's been squashed.
My ears being troubled.
And so you're doing 2.
I'm doing double apples rather than having to chop
No, I
them
mean
all.
two actual
yeah.
things, puddings.
Right, I'm going to put half in here. And then mix that round. Now this tin's not a water sealed tin, so I'm going to have to stand it on this tray. And then I'm just going to put a little bit more bread on.
Is this a double healthy snack portion?
It's fruit.
Is this one of your 5 a day?
Yeah, well there's at least 5 apples in there, so definitely.
And bread.
Yep.
And they have a go at us for bringing treats.
Wait a minute. You've not just brought treats, you've gone and bought more.
What did you take
That's
to Ben
because you ate the
David's?
first lot.
What did you take to Ben David's?
That was for them. And I left it there with them.
You eaten half
You
of
know
it.
what word comes to mind? Hypocrite.
Gluttony.
Nice.
I needed more brisket. More
do you need?
Biscoff. No, we ain't got any, I just didn't buy enough.
Biscoff. Apple.
No,
Biscoff.
brioche.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, no, there's enough there. So you... What?
Oh, but I could chop one of them up and put that in as well.
We didn't buy them.
Hot cross buns.
I've got it for cake.
It was only just decided that.
What cake?
That's cake.
What cake?
We're going to put them on top. They were for tomorrow's
It's
breakfast.
a bit chewy. Wait a minute, the rest is from tomorrow's breakfast.
Hang on, there's only 3 there, there's 4 of us. How are you working this out?
This
You
is
want
Nick's.
one packet? I didn't.
He only had 1 less. And that was because you were sulking, because Lee had...
Because Lee toasted it after I told him not to. Twice in a row.
I don't think he did.
I did. The first morning, he said to me, "Do you want that?" And I said, "Yeah, but not toasted."
See, I wish you were here all the time to notice the actual reality of life, rather than
Don't
Nick's
like it,
made
though.
up.
Oh, I'm not keen, actually.
It's the world according to Nick.
You're not keen on what?
Well, don't put it in then if you don't like it.
It'll be fine when it's mixed in.
Why have you got 2 bowls full?
For 2 puddings.
For one night?
No. We've got to think about tomorrow night. You're in for another 2 nights.
God.
Oh, yeah,
Will I put a stone on by the time they leave?
The shop's a bit close tomorrow, we won't be bothered.
Yeah.
It's
It's a lock-in. It's a lock-in. So this is cream. So
Well,
I'm just
cream
gonna-
and eggs,
Yeah.
6 eggs, and was it cinnamon or something?
Cinnamon.
Oh, this is the best bit. This is the bit where you have to, like, squash it
Squish
down.
it down. Yeah, there's not enough. I need to put some more milk in there.
Tomorrow we're going out for food.
A
Yeah,
carvery.
that's just mains.
Home milk or oat?
Home.
Whole.
Change of plan. There wasn't enough mush for 2.
Right. There's probably not enough for that one as well. There's probably enough liquid in that now.
Yeah.
Right,
And then we'll do a
put the rest
tiny
in
one.
This little one here. Quite mushy. So we've doubled it up. A lot of the eggs and the milk's in that, and then whatever's left over in that. And we've put the rest of the pie filling on, more cinnamon, and lots of brown sugar. So
Going
we're
in
gonna
the
cook it
oven.
now. I don't know how long we'll cook it until it's cooked. It's the next day. We made the apple pie. Yes, it's Sunday. We made the apple pie bread pudding, but we were all stuffed from the katsu curry. So I had it for breakfast this morning, which was delicious. I needed a bit more sugar and a bit more cinnamon, but you can add that on and put a bit of caramel sauce on it or whatever you want, but it is amazing. Neil's not tried it yet.
Neither have I.
You've not tried it. To be fair, the one I ate this morning was the one that was kind of the leftovers and it didn't have as much juice, so it won't be as moist. So the other one will have all the extras put in it. So we'll break into that tonight once the sampler's gone. And
Faith's over there eating chocolate, and she bought
Yeah.
us some chocolates. She bought Nick the goats,
which I've just scoffed. It's like Caramac chocolate. It's absolutely beautiful.
because she said it looks like a goat.
Yep.
And she bought me little bears.
And she's just sat on the floor and completely demolished the Easter egg. In fact, I actually think she's eaten the box as well. Because she was sat there about a minute ago, ramming crunches in and Easter eggs, and then I came back and the box has gone as well, and there's just a few crumbs. So I think she's eaten the box.
I only had the little crunchy and a bit of Biscoff.
Right.
And because we've not eaten enough this week, we're off out again.
I'm sick of eating.
I'm sure you'll...
But
you
they're going home tomorrow, so we can stop eating then.
Diet starts tomorrow.
Let me show you
literally.
this. Let me show you this. Right. This is what was on table when I got up this morning. Cream eggs,
choose. And to be fair,
And who-
there's 4 bags of them
And who
since they
made
got
you
here.
have the bread pudding and custard for breakfast? Who
That's
made you
bread
have
and fruit. That's what you have for breakfast.
that? I'm gonna have a few nuts.
Completely valid. And nuts.
peckish now.
And the cupboard, you can't even get anything else
Anyway,
in it.
as I was saying, we're off out for a carvery. I'm gonna meet with the wives up there as well. Right, it's nice and sunny, and we're off to our carvery. But apparently it's pissing it down there. The wives have texted and said bring a coat. We haven't brought a coat, but
Blue sky and sunnier though.
yeah, apparently it's bad
We
weather
can
there.
see it in the distance, but I think it's moving out to sea now.
So we're going to where we went before 2 years ago. Actually, is it this weekend or 2 years ago around this time with these guys where Tracy got bird poo in her hair. So that was 2 years ago, and it's called Revelstoke.
Didn't you taste it as well somehow? Didn't your wind blowing? Didn't your face blowing? Your hair blowing your mouth?
Just went everywhere, didn't it? And then all the way down me.
That's a nice memory for us, isn't it?
Smelled the fish all day.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's called Revelstoke. It's a hotel, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they do a very nice carvery. It was nice last time anyway. I've only been that once. So we're meeting
Been
the wives
recommended
there.
for years by people that we know on Park. We did work on Park. They've recommended it. Our friend Claire, she told us about it years ago, and we tried it for the first time 2 years ago,
Yeah,
and we
it
were
was good.
not disappointed.
What you getting, Faith, from the carvery?
Probably just a dessert.
Faith's not keen on the carvery. What meat are you going for?
All of it.
All of it.
I want beef, gammon, turkey, loaded with the veg, and then lashings of their lovely gravy.
What about Yorkshire pudding?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, as well.
definitely Yorkshire
Yeah.
pudding.
See, I'm going to see if the beef's nice and tender, I'll go beef. But if not, I'll just go all turkey.
Yeah, I'm a turkey fan, actually.
What are you? What meat are you getting?
I'll probably just go for the vegetarian option.
I'm ready for this. I'm very hungry.
Quiet as well.
Nice reception. Very nice.
Right, we're here. The wives have just arrived in the chucking down rain. And this is small.
Look at that.
It almost broke my wrist getting that off. So you get 2 meats, and I've loaded mine up. And then we filled a little pot with gravy as well. Freaking hell, look at Tracy's. It's taller than it is wider. Has Neil gone for 3 meats?
So we got 2 meats. It was £1 extra. £3
extra.
Three meats. So we got Yorkshire puddings, turkey, beef, cranberry sauce.
I wish I'd have got
applesauce,
cranberry now.
peas.
Even had mushy peas.
Stuffing, roast potatoes, cabbage. Here's Neil's. Where's your veg,
It's
Neil?
lacking in colour, that.
All underneath the Yorkshire pudding.
Disappointing.
It's the next morning, and it's that sad time of the weekend where all the food is leaving the lodge.
Food was the first thing to be packed. It
Yes.
went into a big freezer bag. It actually filled the freezer bag, and Neil's had to put it inside the level 8 cases because there's nowhere to store it. Because there was that much. So we are snackless once these guys leave. And then the next thing will be within half an hour. I'm a bit peckish, but we haven't.
Yeah, we'll be
eaten.
like, oh, I wish they'd left that, and I wish they'd left this.
And we're in
Shorts
shorts for the
are
first
out.
time in the
It's
UK
very
this
nice.
year. Both of us are in shorts.
We're still hiding from the sun, though. There you
Well,
go.
because our skin's healed now, we can go out with SPF on. So I'm actually going to go and look later on. We're going to go and get us haircut once these guys have gone. We put the washing on, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna look where we're gonna put this solenoid switch on Elvis. So if you don't know what that's about, stay watching and we'll explain.
Yes. So thank you for spending the weekend with us, guys.
Weekend! We've been here a week!
A week.
You'd be like, oh, thank God they've
I'll
come.
be glad my stomach will have a chance to empty.
So thanks for the presents and things, Faith, and we'll see you
Thanks for my
next
chocolate,
time.
Faith. It's almost gone.
Yeah. So we might not see you before you go to Florida. These guys are going back to Florida. So have a nice time as well.
We will.
We will absolutely will.
It's a while later. Tracy, Neil and Faith have gone. We've had his haircut, so we probably look a mess because we haven't been styled. Nick's just looking at our new wallpaper in the bathroom, which has all come off. So we've had to just stick that back on.
It didn't come off. It has bubbled behind the toilet.
Yeah. Ooh.
Probably because we haven't pushed that down.
Sunlight.
To be fair.
So we are going to be heading off soon for a test trip. We've got some things to do this week for one of our friends. We're helping them decorate something. And then we're going to go on a test trip. Just local, probably maybe over to Mum and Dad, see them, and go in a CL campsite to test the new table and the new bathroom and other things that Nick's done. And this is why we're in Elvis at the moment. This is our camper van. If you're new around here and you don't know what this is, it's our motorhome, which we'll go away in. So Nick's going to do...
I'm going to fit a solenoid so we can remotely open the waste tank so that when we are driving off site, so one of us don't have to get out and with a tap and then sit and wait for half an hour while it empties.
You'll have seen it at the beginning of this vlog. So
it's there on the floor.
Do your stuff.
Right, so the question is now, where do we put the switch to activate it?
Well, what about just down there or something behind cushion?
On there, on the wall?
Yeah. Just somewhere outside.
That's a problem because I'd have to drill through two
what about here?
Chunks of wood.
Underneath those?
I could do, but...
Then it's all uniform.
I'd rather be out of way, that's the problem. If I'm going to do it where we're not sat down, I'd put it with the rest of the controls in there.
It's a bit out
but then you have to get up and...
Yeah.
So I'd rather do it while we're sat in the cab. So if we're sat in here, it needs to be somewhere where... Oh, wait a minute, this seat needs moving back. It needs to be somewhere where I can kind of reach and just activate it. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I need best place for it. Maybe underneath there.
Yeah.
Where the chair leg is.
Yeah.
You think?
Yep. And have you got a switch?
I've got one in the spares, yeah. Right, so this is the switch that I've got. So I just need to put that on there somewhere. And I'm thinking we put it just at the other side of this leg here. Mm-hmm. Take it through. And then the wires, unfortunately, will trail there to go down into the floor, which is fine. Right, it's about 2 hours later. I've not filmed any of it because probably wouldn't make sense and I would under the van. So I'll show you the end result. So here is the switch, and here is the solenoid, the ball valve. And what I've done is I've wired it in, I put the little switch on it, and it works. So if you do that, you can hear it activating, and you should be able to see through it in a second. There we go. And then it's open, so as soon as you cut the voltage off, it shuts down and closes the valve. Now all I've got to do now is thread the wire underneath and connect it to the grey waste on the outside. And then I'm going to mount that switch right there so it actually comes through on the plate around there. So we've got a little switch so Lee can just put his hand behind the seat when we're travelling, flick the switch and start dropping the grey waste. So there it is, the blue thing. I've put it in between these two pipes. I've had to kind of crush the pipes with the Jubilee clip so it may drip. If it does, I'll have to just get some like rubber seals for it, but it's only wastewater, so if it does drip it'll be very little. Now all I have to do is go inside, flick the switch. This is now set to open permanently, so controlling it inside now is with that valve, so we'll have to test it. Right, the test. It's open. Lee is going to stand out here. You'll hear the motor go when I press the button.
Okay.
Get ready.
So this is obviously when we drive over a grate. I can hear it, I can hear it.
Now there might not be enough wastewater in the tank.
It has opened. Not a great test when we haven't got enough wastewater in. Well, shall I go, like...
Fill a bowl?
Run the sink?
I'll just have for 10 minutes.
Ooh.
I hope I'm not speed something up. Well, it's open now, so... I know why.
Why?
Because... the solenoid is higher than the water level in the tank. Right, turn it off.
Sorted. Just pressed it again, turn it on, turn it off. Nick's done a few adjustments.
No, it is dripping. I thought it would do because of the way that the Jubilee clips are not rubber sealing the waste hose. So I may have to get some different waste hose. And it is dripping, which means it's going to be a problem on campsites.
Always something to sort. Hopefully that will be sorted shortly. Nick's still working at it. He's coming for some more tools. I'm on with the washing. I've vacuumed around. just doing the chores and stuff that we've not been able to get up to the last couple of days. So I hope you enjoyed that Friday vlog. I'm going to actually finish it. It's a beautiful sunny day today. We can't go out, so we've got the roof blinds closed to hide from the sun. What are you doing now?
Sorting out this bubble in this wallpaper.
Some wallpaper, yeah, in the bathroom. Molly, I need to take this off after I've been going to hairdressers. So, thanks for watching today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. Hit the like button, click the notification bell, drop us a comment below. The Florida videos will be ending soon. For all those that don't like Florida videos, they are going out on Wednesdays and Sundays. And then we've got a few things going off this week. We're going to go and help some friends decorate a house. So I can't be vlogging that because it's in somebody else's house. And then we've got a few things going back home. And then we have to go out and test Elvis. So there'll be some van vlogs coming soon. Just local and things like that. Unfortunately, we can't go away like on a European trip yet because we've got a habitation check to do on the van because it's its 1 year anniversary soon. I can't believe it's almost a year since we've bought Elvis. Where does the time go? So you've got to get a hab check, which is part of the warranty. To keep the 10-year warranty, you've got to pay for a hab check each year, take it back to where you bought it from or any dealer, I suppose, for Eldis, and they check for any leaks and things like that. We couldn't get in until May sometime, so we've got to wait for that, and then we've got MOT on the car, MOT on the motorhome, so it's all coming at once. We're going to get all that kind of stuff done, so we'll just do a few nights here and there, and we'll film all that, so that's coming up soon as well. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next vlog.